Hi everybody, Krystal here. I hope that you're having a fantastic Wednesday. I am so excited to be doing this specific episode. Should we call it that? I guess I'm just used to talking about podcasts, but today's video is all about creating podcast content teasers, because if you have a podcast or you create content of any kind, you're going to want to create marketing material. And since this week's episode of the Proffitt podcast was all about how to market a podcast, I thought, well, why don't I actually just go into the step-by-step tutorial that I take in order to create content teasers. I just totally blank. Sound bites or audiograms. Like they're one and the same. They get used interchangeably. But I want to go into a quick tutorial, and then if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. But I can do this within my hosting site, buzzsprout.com as well. But I'm going to show you the one that's universal for everybody. You don't have to have a Buzzsprout account in order to do this. I've been using this one lately that has like the background, or it has the logo, the podcast artwork, and then it'll have the wavy lines that are my brand colors, and then it will have, you can do, I want to say it's up to 10-minute clip, which that's too long, and we'll talk about that in a little bit, but you can do up to like a whole bunch of audio if you want for this soundbite. So let's get to it. I'm going to share my screen here. There we go. Okay, now this is Headliner. You can see the Headliner app right here, and I will put this link in the video description. But this is totally free, guys. So I'm going to log in. Boom, we're logged in. Now, there are templates that I've saved because it makes my life so much easier. These are some of the templates that they have here, but to save time, this is what I did. I did an audiogram, and I used their, I guess, it's not a template, but I used all of their tools to create my template, and that is what you see here. You can customize that to your own podcast, but, and you can do this for anything, y'all. It doesn't have to just be a podcast. If you just want to create a video for, if you have a training series, or if you just have some kind of content that you want to tease, then this is a great way to do it. So we are going to click on the Proffitt podcast. It's loading your project. Okay, so this is my podcast logo. It's the template that I set up, and it just makes it that much easier whenever I go in to create one of these, which I do twice a week for my podcast episodes. And real fast, let me come switch around real fast. So why are we creating these? Well, for one, I really enjoy sharing these on social media. I like putting them on Facebook. I can use them on Instagram. I can put them in my Instagram stories. I can post them. Like, there's so many things that you can do with this, but you can also, if you don't have a podcast and you want to use this function, you could totally upload this, because it will be a video. Once it's complete, you can upload it to your website, or you could upload it to YouTube and then link it to your website so it doesn't slow your site down. But the clips that I'm talking about making here are anywhere from 15 to 45 seconds. So it's not like it's this, like I said, 10-minute long video that's really going to slow your site down. I want you to just really capture the essence of like the biggest point that you're trying to make, because you want to have that for your content teaser. Okay, we're going to go back. All right, so here, like I said, this is just a total template. So I have my picture here. If you wanted to change your picture, you could always do that here. If you wanted it to be something else, or if you wanted to add another picture, you could do that. But I want to go into add audio. So what I'm going to do, and I actually already had it open. Let me see if it's going to open. Nope. Okay. So this is this week's episode, How to Market a Podcast. And it's going to upload the entire thing, which is okay, because, that's just what it does. It's how the program works. But I'm only going to use, like I said, 15 to 45 seconds. You could do it longer if you are using it for other purposes, but if you want to just tease your content, then that's all you need is a good 15 to 45 seconds. So it's still loading, and then it's going to upload the entire episode, and it's automatically going to pick 10 minutes. I guess that's just what it defaults to. And then from there, I will have to change it to however long I want it. Okay, so y'all, this is 10 minutes. Like you can see, it starts at 0 and it goes all the way to 10 minutes. So I want to change the clip duration, which is saying how long it's going to be. I'm going to do 0, 0, 45, 0. So now, and I'll hit enter, boom, that's what 45 seconds looks like. And this whole clip, I believe, if you drag it all the way over here, it'll show you. This whole clip is 32 minutes long. So just knowing what I know about this clip, I can just pick something in the middle. If it were your information, you definitely want to pick a highlighting point. So hang on, let me switch back around so you can see me. So you really want to pick, if you're answering a question in your podcast, or if you just have a really cool, interesting fact that you want to share with people, you want to tease it, like, right? You don't want to give everything away, but you want it to be something that's like somebody, you know, I love the term stopping their scroll. Like if someone were going past your video and they see it and they're like, oh wait, what's that? And then they listen to it, they're like, ooh, that sounds like something that could help me, or that sounds entertaining, or that could teach me the thing that I need to know. Like, guys, we're doing this to help solve problems, right? Or at least we're trying to add value to other people's lives. So that's what you want to do with these video clips. You want to give them something like where at the end of listening to this short little soundbite, they're like your customers or your potential listeners are thinking, I think I want to go check that out. I think I want to go see what they're talking about because that sounds really interesting. Okay, so let's go back to this screen. All right, so for the purpose of this, and I just don't really know how well you're going to hear if I played an example of what this is, I'm just going to click add to video, but you would want to know exactly where you want your sound to be. I'm going to click add to video, and it's going to upload that 45-second track to the picture that we have. So it's basically creating like a mashup, like it's mashing together this picture, which is my podcast artwork, with the audio, and it's just creating this wonderful masterpiece of a video that you're going to see shortly. But I really like Headliner because it's so easy to use. It just didn't take me very long to figure out everything that was going on. Okay, so one thing I've learned is the media, if you can see this bar right here, it doesn't go as long as the audio. So if I were to play this,
all that behind the scenes stuff,
okay,
lets
watch,
your
the
audience
connect
with you on a deeper
oh,
level. And
where did
you're
it
just
go?
taking the
Well, it disappeared because the rule that it defaults to says, hey, I'm going to disappear after 5 seconds. So what you can do is you can double click here, and the end time is 5 seconds. Well, your clip is 45 seconds. And if you don't remember, it'll have the duration here. That's how long this entire video is. So you can click, okay, I want it to go the entire time. Maybe you want it to have some kind of cool transition or effect or anything like that. That's too fancy for me. I just keep it just like this. And you can zoom in, zoom out, do all kinds of other stuff, but I just keep it as simple as possible. Then I'm going to save that. Okay, look, now you can see it goes all the way across. All right. Now, the other thing I want to show you, and then like y'all, this is just so easy. I love this. Okay, so hang on, let me go back because I did that without saying it. I went down to, you see where it says audio? And if you double click on that, it pops up. And this is where you get the option to add the WAV file or bars or whatever else you want to add. So let me show you. That's what the WAV bars look like. Okay, I'm not in love with those. Let's see what the WAV looks like. This is the one that I use and the one I prefer, and you can drag it anywhere. You can put it over your logo, you can put it over my face. But I normally put it right here, and this is the one that I use. You could do round bars. That's what those look like. then the lines, like that kind of looks like, what is that machine? Like when you're in the ER and you're hooked up to something, that's what that looks like. Then you have curves. Oh, look, you can do the custom position right in the middle, at the bottom, at the top, like all these extra things. Let me see, the bricks. I don't really like these either that much, but that's just me. That's my personal take. Then you have the pixelated one. This is, instead of, I like the smoothness of the bars, and so I'm not a huge fan of that one, but if you like it, you know, more power to you. Here's an equalizer. You can change the position of that, and then here is some more bars. So I'm going to go back to the wave. This is the one that I like, and I could say middle right there. What I love about this is I can customize the wave color. So if I click on this, I know the hex code of my brand. And so I can put that in there. Y'all look, it's so pretty. Everything matches. I could put in my other hex code if I wanted it to look, oh, wait, hang on. We're missing a 2 in there. If I wanted it to be that dark gray, that's kind of dark and brooding. If y'all have seen the Lego movie, you know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You parents that have seen the Lego movie. Okay, so we're just going to go with this brand color. I'm going to save it. And it is saving. I'm going to go back to the very beginning. And I'm going to play
all that
it.
behind the scenes stuff lets your
wave.
audience connect with you on a deeper
And
level.
it looks awesome.
You're
You
just
can see there's
taking
like a
them
break in
on the
text right here.
journey.
I have no
with
idea
you.
what's playing
So
right now.
that's
And I don't even know if you can hear that or not, or because I can't hear it on my end, but maybe you can. So if that was just really loud, I apologize. But that's it, y'all. Then you click export, and it's going to send it to my email address. Boom, done. Now it's generating the video. You could actually download it up here if you want to download it, or you can just get it from your email. And that's it. That is how you can create a sound bite for your podcast or for anything else that you have. So let's pretend that you don't have a podcast, right? You're thinking about having one, or you're possibly going to launch your website soon, and you want to, like, you have your logo created. You could totally do this and say, hey guys, this is just a quick video. My name is Krystal, and I am launching a website that teaches entrepreneurs how to start, launch, and market their podcast. There's more details coming soon, so check back regularly and see what else is new. That was it. Like, that's totally easy. You can totally do this for many things. And I realize I just said totally like 7 times, but you know, it just kind of happens. You know, I grew up in the 90s, and I feel like that was the thing. Like, I watched too much Saved by the Bell and a lot of that stuff. But you know what? Neon is coming back, and I could not be more excited. Like, that's my thing. Oh, neon and fanny packs. Love it. I love it. I can't find any overalls that I've totally fallen in love with, but you know, see, I said totally again. Gosh. Anyway, if you have any questions, be sure to put them below this video, send me a message, or just write something in the group. I would love to hear from you to see how I can help you market your podcast. And if you haven't listened to this week's episode, How to Market a Podcast on the Proffitt Podcast, it's episode 50. You can go to krystalproffitt.com/episode 50, or you can go to krystalproffitt.com/podcast. Wally's in here. If you don't know, that's my Boston Terrier. He makes all kinds of crazy noises. But you can go to krystalproffitt.com/podcast and see all of our podcast episodes. We just wrapped up our series, Start, Launch, and Market. That was episode 46, 48, and 50. And if you're thinking about creating a podcast this year, then that's where you should get started. I also have a great reference that puts all of these things in one place. So you can see everything from beginning to end, what goes into creating a podcast. And that's krystalproffitt.com/start here. So that's all I got for y'all today. So I hope that you have a fantastic Wednesday. I will be back next Wednesday, and let me know what you want me to talk about. I love sharing these things with you, and I hope that you found this helpful, and I can't wait to chat with y'all again soon. I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.